Collective. Thanks for joining me. Let's go ahead and let's get started with your read here today. We'll grab a few of these oracle cards and we'll see what message comes forward from the universe for you guys. So what does the collective need to hear today? Express your sensuality. I keep feeling like this, sort of like letting loose, almost like letting your hair down kind of vibe. Not really caring about what other people think. Not being afraid to kind of be yourself. Peacock, raise your standards. Yeah. Money. Find a way to abundance. I'm going to grab a couple more here. Because I keep feeling like this, especially with that children's card. I almost feel like inner child. I feel like hiding things or hiding things about yourself that maybe you think that people won't like. And I feel like this, just like be who you are. Kind of be who you are. And if people don't like it, then it's not somebody you should have in your life, or it's not something who would be compatible to be a friend or in a romantic relationship anyways. Letting go. Learn to let go. Yeah, like let go of fear of like judgment, of people being judgy with you, or people thinking you should live your life a certain way, or look a certain way, or act a certain way, or talk a certain way. Be who you are. I keep feeling like this. Be who you are. Be authentic to yourself. Like I said, if somebody doesn't like it, or if somebody has a big problem with it, then it's somebody who's not meant to be your bestie. It's somebody who's not going to be like your soulmate or your romantic partner anyways, because it's somebody you wouldn't be compatible with. But you still have to be true to yourself. Yeah, illusion, embrace the truth. Because I keep feeling like we're trying to hide, trying to sort of hide who we are, hide different pieces about ourselves. Because I don't know if you've had sort of relationships or encounters with people where you sort of just let your color shine and people didn't like it very much and it was extremely hurtful. So I feel like now we kind of hide things. We hide certain things about ourselves. Confrontation, pick your battles wisely. I just keep feeling this need to be who you are. Be who you are, like unapologetically. Be who you are. We're going to grab, I got told tokens. Okay, so we're going to grab a few tokens for your read too, and we're going to see where it all sits. 1, 2, I think that's 3. Yeah, I got 3 there. Okay, so let's see what we got. So we do have the Tower. The Tower came forward, the Empress came forward, and the Hierophant. That makes a lot of sense too, especially with this Tower and whatever happened that sort of had you feeling like you had to hide certain parts of yourself, that maybe people weren't going to like them. It's like the catalyst. It's you know what? And there's 2 towers. Oh, that's interesting in this read. There's 2 towers. There's one that set this change of thinking where we're trying to sort of hide certain things about ourselves. That's one tower that brought that about. But I feel like now there's something else. I feel like a second catalyst. A second catalyst that's bringing about a change and going the opposite way now. A change in sort of finding this Hierophant, this higher learning, this higher understanding, this higher form of wisdom, and engaging somebody on an Empress path, because it is an Empress path. It's about healing and personal growth and evolution. That's what's happening here. This is somebody learning to value themselves, learning about their own self-worth, and not having to hide who they are to maybe make people like them or to have somebody in their life. This is like, I'm going to be who I am now. We're going to get rid of the illusion. We're going to bring that to an end, and I'm going to be true to who I am as a person and just let myself shine through. I need a tarot deck. This is the one that's calling to me. Not even almost a witch deck that time. That one was just like, this is the one, I got something to say. So let's see what it is. Let's see. So we have the Fool card. We have the 4 of Cups. Yeah, even in these ones, I feel like I'm trying to pretend. I'm trying to hide. Part of it is a defense mechanism, because it is out of fear. It is out of fear of getting your heart broken, of showing who you truly are, and someone being like, oh, I don't like that. You know, so you don't want that hurt. So you're going to try and be a little bit more like who people think you should be. But then nobody gets to know the real you, right? Nobody gets to know who you truly are on the inside. And you don't get to form those deep connections because you're not being true to yourself. And you're not truly loving yourself either. What was this one? Because it fell out. Page of Swords. Eight of Swords. You know, I'll tell you what I see in this Page of Swords. A lot of times this little dude likes to spy on people. This is not what I feel in this read. I feel you're doing a lot of thinking. You're doing a lot of growing. I do feel like you think back to whatever this tower represents, what is the catalyst for this new way of thinking, the catalyst for this change, which might be a separating in energies. Maybe you parted ways with another energy. I feel like thinking about it. Feel like you're thinking a lot about it. I don't know if you look into what they're doing, but I know you wonder about why they did what they did. I know you wonder about the emotions that went on behind things. That's what this Page of Swords is representing in this read. You're still seeking answers. You're still seeking answers, and you have a lot of wondering about the other party. Did they really care? Were they really invested? The Eight of Swords, trying to find that truth. And the thing is, if you weren't being your authentic self, then even if they did care, or even if they did love, they weren't truly loving you. Because you weren't being you. You weren't allowing your beautiful self to shine through. You were hiding some of those things, right? So we have the Death card here, which does represent that most recent tower, that most recent ending and catalyst for this shift. This shift in starting to get back to somebody's authentic self. This shift, this catalyst that started somebody on an Empress journey. We do have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups can be a deep emotional connection. I don't feel like this is the connection that exists. I feel like this is a connection that's desired. Somebody's wanting that deep connection with somebody else. The Five of Pentacles. It is that resilience. Yeah, there's the Empress again now. She popped out another time. Whatever this was, this event that happened, whatever happened within this relationship, and it coming to an end, this was actually meant to happen in your life. This was part of your Empress path. This was brought about by the universe. This was orchestrated to help you to come home to this conclusion, to help you find this higher learning like the Hierophant, and to begin your Empress path, your path of truly loving yourself. Coming home to yourself, allowing yourself to shine through. I do feel a very soft energy with you. So I don't know if you're somebody who does wear their heart on their sleeve, like when you get involved in a relationship, like you get involved. You put your heart into it, so it hurts that much more when it doesn't work out. Because I keep feeling like you have a softer energy and a soft heart, and you like to put your heart out there. You want to have that connection with somebody. And I think that's where part of these other fears came into play too, is that somebody wasn't going to accept all those different parts of you. But somebody will. I do believe there is somebody out there for all of us. But if you're not being your authentic self, you can't find that connection because nobody's getting to know the real you. And part of it is learning to love yourself first. And once you love yourself and you truly let that shine through, that is what will attract in your new person. There's the Nine of Pentacles energy right next to the King of Cups, which is all about new love. So that is what I just finished saying. Like this, if you're wanting a Two of Cups, that's something you desire in your life. That's a piece of things you would like to have. You would like to have this romance. You would like to have this connection. It's out there for you. You will find it. But first, you have to practice self-love. First, you have to know your self-worth. And you have to allow your true inner self to shine through and really appreciate your own beauty and value that, and not play it down because you think it might turn somebody off. If somebody doesn't like it, then that's not your Two of Cups. That somebody is not your Two of Cups. That somebody is not meant to be in your life. They're not meant to be your match because you're incompatible. The one who will fall in love with it is the one who is your match. And that person is out there. Having the King of Cups pop forward tells me that person exists. They absolutely do. But first, this is a piece of things that you have to do before that person can step forward in your life. Because once you've been able to do this, like I said, then they're getting to know you. Then they're falling in love with you. Until you let your true self shine through, nobody's going to be able to deeply fall in love with you because they don't get to know who you are. It's important to let yourself out there. It's important to be who you are unapologetically. Like really, we're all different. You don't have to be like so-and-so down the road. You don't have to be like anybody else because you're not them. You're you. And you have beautiful, wonderful qualities that are unique to you and that make you you. Temperance, yeah. Absolutely. Balance. Balance. And I'll tell you that Five of Swords says that all this other crap, all the fears, the worries, the anxieties, the trying to be what you think you should be for somebody else, that will cheat you out of your King of Cups. That will cheat you out of this true love that you're hoping and wishing for and praying for. You are completely capable of putting yourself in a situation where you can find that for yourself, where it can step forward into your life. You can manifest it for yourself. That even give and take relationship, that even bond. But first, like that Six of Pentacles, I see the word wealth. So you have to recognize your own personal worth. It is about you recognizing your own worth. The Ten of Cups, the shadow side, Two of Swords. Looking into that shadow side, looking it straight in the face, all of those fears, all of those insecurities, shining a light on them and realizing all that stuff is crap and it's garbage. And you don't have to worry about it. You absolutely don't. The Eight of Cups. I see this fear of trying again too. I do see like, am I open to this again? Do I want to get my heart hurt again? You don't have to jump into anything right away. Take time for yourself. Take time to come home to yourself. Embrace your true colors. Let your beautiful person shine through. Let who you truly are shine through. Take time to do that and live life for yourself. This King of Cups will show up when the time is right. He will. That piece of things will come together when it's meant to come together. But in the meantime, take time for yourself, to embrace yourself, to love yourself. Page of Cups, love yourself. Give yourself that love offering before trying to give it to someone else. Give it to yourself. You deserve it. You deserve time to just have for you, time to do for you, time to look after you. Page of Swords. And don't settle for less. You might get a couple offers in the next while too here. But I'm going to tell you they're coming forward like the Knight of Wands. This is a smooth talker. This is somebody who's sort of fly by night. This is somebody who's not looking for commitment. This is a lot of times this is player energy. I got the King of Swords over here. I don't feel a match with this King of Swords either. This is somebody who's emotionally cold and detached. Like I got the High Priest in between. I can see him going, nope, nope. Nope, nope. So trust your intuition when it comes along too, because I think your intuition is going to bark at you when you meet newer people and they come forward and you have these new love offerings. Like as you move into Empress energy, I'm going to tell you, you get noticed. Part of that is everybody notices an Empress. So not just the good ones, not just your awesome King of Cups who is waiting for you in your future, but you're going to wind up with some duds too. Okay? And part of that is being able to put this new way of thinking and this new way of being into practice. Being assertive, recognizing that somebody is not your match, or somebody is not kind to you, or they're judgmental, or they're manipulative, or whatever those negative things are that in the past would have caused you to maybe try and be something different to make it work. Now it's just like, okay, we'll see you later. See ya, you're not my person. See you later, take a hike. The Chariot card tells me is that positive forward movement, being able to recognize when something isn't for you, something isn't working for you, and being able to step away from it. And not feeling like your heart is broken or you're destroyed, or if you just would have been nicer, you just would have been, more agreeable, or just would have been more lovable, or blah, 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 blah. All that garbage that we sometimes tell ourselves that makes us stay in this kind of crap for a bit longer. It's like being able to step away from all of that and looking at it differently. That person was not my match. That person was too different from me, and we were never going to form a bond. And then just being like, and that's fine. And that's fine, because my person's still out there. My bond is still out there. My Two of Cups is still out there. My King of Cups is still out there. My new love that matches me and that will love me for who I am is still waiting for me out there. And that person just wasn't it. That person just wasn't it. The Five of Wands. On the Page of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be getting a lot of recognition, a lot of competition for your attention. People bringing offerings forward, recognizing you. I do feel like you're going to be wondering if any of them is your match. I feel this wondering about the Ten of Pentacles. Who are you going to build this legacy with? You're going to be looking at everybody. Is this the next potential person? Is this the King of Cups? Is this my Two of Cups? Is this my deep connection? Justice, balance. You know what though? I'll tell you, that 10 of Wands, I see in it just like solo. I see in it solo. Like just taking time for yourself. People are interested. People want to flirt with you. People want to hit on you. Maybe you just want to take some time for yourself. Just be yourself. Be like, I don't get a vibe off of this person. I don't feel like getting to know this person. You know what? I still want space and time for myself without being hooked to another energy. Take time for yourself. Be picky. That's what the Justice card keeps telling me. Be picky. And she's sitting next to the Seven of Cups and he's saying the same thing. Like you're going to have lots of options. You're going to have a lot of choices as you change. Be picky. Be picky about who you allow in your life. Be picky about who you invest your heart in, because I feel like you invest your heart every bloody time. You always have. You just pour your heart into it. Like there's a need to change that. Not everybody is worth that. Not everybody has earned that in your life. Who just steps forward, they haven't earned your heart. Be picky about who you give it to. Be picky. Only give it to the right person. Only somebody who's shown you that they have a lot in common with you, that they appreciate all those goofy little quirks that you have. You know, those are the people who are worth it. Yeah, time to break cycles. Time to break cycles from the past and start looking at things in a new light. That Ten of Swords. So that's exactly what I was feeling from the rest of this before with that Tower coin, that Death card. This last one that you had, this catalyst for change. It might have been hurtful. It might have been disappointing. It might have been extremely sad, but it benefits you in the long run because it's the catalyst that's taking you on this Empress journey, this coming home to yourself, this recognizing your self-worth, that once you love yourself, it then bleeds into other relationships in your life. And not allowing just anybody in. Maybe you just want to be friends with people for now. Maybe you get new energies coming forward and you're not looking to be, boyfriend, girlfriend. You're not looking to have that romantic connection. Maybe you're just looking for, I'll get to know you as a friend and get to know them that way. And you'll start to see some things come forward and maybe some of them you'll like and maybe some of them you won't. But be yourself every time. And that's how you're going to recognize how this person feels about you and whether this person is a match. Do they make you laugh? Do you enjoy their company? Like genuinely enjoy their company? Not just like enjoy getting physical with them. If you take that out of the mix, is this someone you got anyone in common with? Can you stand sitting with them and having a conversation? Or is it freaking awkward? And you're like trying to hunt for things to say. You're going to know whether somebody's a match for you or not. You're going to be able to feel it that way. And then from there, being able to decide whether you want to pursue anything deeper. Like it's all up to you too. Don't feel like you're powerless in this hunt for love and you're at the mercy of what other people feel. No, you're the other half in this. So it's up to you whether this person is worth you investing your time and your heart. It doesn't just go the other way. Did they deserve your heart? Did they deserve your time? Did they deserve your attention? Interesting. And I do have the Karma card. So I'm going to tell you with this Karma card, this is all about the energy we send out into the universe, receiving it back. So this is why an Empress tends to get a lot of attention because she loves and believes in herself. And she admires herself. She knows her self-worth. And so everybody else recognizes that and wants to be a part of it too. So as soon as that energy changes, you're going to start drawing them in. But you don't get all good ones. So you'll have to sift through and be careful. The Hermit, again, don't be afraid to be picky. Don't be afraid to stay single for a little bit longer and maybe just keep things as friendships until you get to know who people are and whether that's something you would like to pursue as more than a friendship or whether you're just like, oh, hell no, this person's just a player. This person won't stop talking about sex or getting physically involved or trying to push me past my comfort zone. Obviously, that's what they're wanting. They're not wanting a deep connection for the future because if they were, they would find value in starting with a friendship as well and getting to know who I am. Because they would want to get to know who they intend to spend the rest of their life with instead of just trying to climb into bed. Right? It's like being able to look at it like that, being able to recognize that truth and sort through them accordingly. Yeah, don't be afraid to hold back a bit here with the Four of Pentacles. A lot of times I don't get the best vibe off of that Four of Pentacles, and sometimes I feel like it's, or defensive or something's dragging you down. No. Don't be afraid to hold back. Don't be afraid to hold back part of yourself Well, you get to know these people. And it is like that, sort of that physical part. To just take time, like that Eight of Pentacles, take time to learn who this person is, to learn what they're all about. You will find a King of Cups when the time is right. The two of you will absolutely cross paths, but I do see challenges before that person comes forward. So you will have some weeding out to do. I got to tell you that. The Three of Wands. Well, as long as you're breaking this cycle and you're able to embrace who you are and recognize your self-worth and moving forward, the Four of Wands, like, you got a solid foundation for the future. That is a solid foundation for getting what you want out of life. Having that self-respect, not allowing negativity in, not allowing negative influences or compromising your self-worth or your self-esteem just for somebody else or to have somebody else around. This is an Empress path. They're not easy paths. Same with the Emperor path. It's not an easy path to come to that conclusion. But that's where it's going to take you. Choosing that path is going to take you to the Emperor. It's going to take you to that person who you're meant to be with, that even match, somebody who is mature, somebody who can recognize the value in starting at a friendship and starting at getting to know each other, because this is somebody who's looking for forever too. This is somebody who's not just looking to hop in the sack with somebody. They're looking for somebody they can spend the rest of their life with. And so they see the value in having that base of friendship and seeing if personalities connect and seeing if you're a good fit. So that's absolutely what the cards are saying. That person, that love, that Two of Cups connection that you're looking for is waiting for you in your future. But this is a path that you need to take. And these are things that you're going to need to do to be able to ensure that you can pick this Emperor from the pack of duds. Because you're going to find some duds before you find this Emperor. So you got a bit of work cut out for you. But if you stick to believing in yourself, you stick to your little plan here, you stick to the sort of the friendship, and you're not afraid to sort of keep it at that for a while to figure out who somebody is and if they're worth your time, your effort, your energy, and your emotions, you will be able to know this Emperor when you find him. Alrighty, guys, that's your read.